This lovely self-portrait is going to help us explain PTSD, how it works and how we treat it. The assumption in PTSD is when your memory gets triggered of the event, it hits you like it was happening now, like it was happening today. Whereas any other memory, usually I might recall how it made me feel, but it's not going to be as intense as it was on the day. It will be less. And the explanation for that is usually most of our memories are stored away in long-term memory. In PTSD, it's stuck in short-term memory, like it's still happening. How does this work? So, let's talk about any non-traumatic event. Going to the shops, going to a party. What your brain wants to do is work out, do I need to hold on to this information, keep it in long-term memory, or do I get rid of it? The way it's going to do that is process. It's going to go over and over and over the event until it's made sense of it, filed the bits away that it needs, get rid of the things that it doesn't. In PTSD, that process has been stopped. That can happen for a couple of different reasons. One is there's bits missing. So when it's a traumatic event, the memory gets jumbled up or there are chunks missing because while you're in the event, it's really emotional. Why would your memory be clear? Second is you might avoid thinking about it. So actually, if it's really scary or emotional to think about, you're going to avoid it like the plague. You're going to try your best not to think about it. You're going to try the best to distract yourself. Of course you are. So in treatment, what we're trying to do actually is just get the processing going again. So we're taking this away, get the processing going. In CBT, how we go about doing that is we get somebody to write down, read out and go through the memory over and over again. And it is as fun as it sounds. It's really, really hard, but it's very, very effective because it does three things. The first is it helps you to process. So if rehearsing is what helps your brain put it in the past, that's what we're going to do. The second thing that happens is it helps you fill in the blanks, which makes it an easier memory for your brain to process. But it also works like exposure. So exposure is the way that we treat any kind of fear. So if you're going to put a horror film on, first time you watched it, you feel really scared. If you put it on repeat for a week, you wouldn't feel as scared by the end of the week. You still wouldn't want to look at it. It would still be unpleasant, but it wouldn't be as scary. And then the third thing is it helps us reframe. It helps us go back and look at this memory and go, hold on, some of the things you're saying to yourself, like you were weak or you should have done something different, are they really fair? Would you say that to anyone else? That's what we do in CBT. In EMDR, we do something very similar, except we also combine that with getting your right and left brain to be stimulated one by one. That might be by moving your eyes left and right or having some physical stimulation left and right, which is supposed to mimic what happens when you fall asleep to aid the processing. That is as simple as that.